Today we're going to show you how to create a digital breakout for ELs with Google Forms.
So you're probably wondering, what is a digital breakout? Well, a digital breakout is a sort of a game where students work together and solve questions. Irene and I usually like to use 5 or 6 questions. The students have to answer them all correctly, and after they answer all of the questions, they are able to break out. But the trick is they have to get 100% in order to do that.
So why create a digital breakout? First of all, it helps English learners develop creativity and collaborative skills. It encourages communication and critical thinking, and also students connect with content in a fun way and form positive memories of learning.
Yeah, digital breakouts are really a lot of fun. And when you're thinking about questions or topics, just use what you're studying. And when you create those questions, it's a great way for you to build background knowledge on something. Maybe you want to include author information, maybe something about a time period that you're studying. For example, if you're doing Of Mice and Men, you want to do something about the Great Depression, you could include some videos about that, or maybe some essential vocabulary. But it's also a great way to end a unit or to review something, or maybe even extend something. Irene and I created one on Greek mythology, and we were able to include some gods and goddesses that the teacher wasn't able to get to in class.
So when you create your questions, you need to remember that these are two-step questions. And so first of all, you will need to create content-based question and then add your ciphers. There are so many ciphers out there. You can use reverse image search, translate, Wayback Machine, or you can just Google them. There are so many great examples.
The key to this whole thing is to use something called response validation in Google Forms. And so when you create your questions in Google Forms, you're going to want to first make sure that they're short answer text. Then you're going to make sure it's a required question. And then on these 3 dots down here, you're going to get some options, and you can't see it right here, but it says response validation. You're going to click on that. And then what that means is that only if the students answer the question with a number exactly with this response are they going to be able to respond correctly. If they put in a different number, let's say 17.85, it's going to turn red and they won't be able to enter that question. Right here, this space in Google Forms is going to allow you to have a clue in case they get it wrong. So for example, for this question, I said 4 digits. Use a decimal, no $sign, because it was a money question for them. Okay, so response validation is really the key to getting all of this to work.
And of course, make sure you don't forget to accessorize. Make it fun for your students. Add exciting music. Print signs we broke out. And when you're ready to use it in your classroom, set the timer, dim the lights, and have fun.
A couple of considerations when doing this for English learners. You definitely want to let them use all the tools that Google offers. So let them use Translate. They could either open it in a new tab at the top of their browser, or they can check out our translator tools at bit.ly/ELL 2.0. Include lots of visual support. Google Forms will allow you to add images and videos, so use that to your advantage. When you create those answers with data validation, make sure you have clues like I did in that example where you can tell students, no, try again, make sure it's a 4-digit answer or something like that. And then finally, if you're using video clues, which are really great, for example, would we use this video of Gary Soto? We encourage students to open it in a new tab, and that's really easy. All they have to do is click on this little arrow that's partially hidden. But when they click on that, it'll open the video in a new tab. And then, of course, you know that students can slow down the video in the settings. They can click on that little wheel and slow it down to 75%. They can also turn on captions, closed captioning, to help them with support as they're watching the video.
And finally, when you're done, celebrate. Celebrate by taking your students' videos for bulletin boards, tweet their success. Remember that you are creating positive, exciting memories of learning, and we want them to continue to want to learn and come back to your classrooms and do the same again and again. So make sure you celebrate your students' successes. And we have an example for you. We posted it on our bit.ly um, ELL 2.0. This particular example is for teachers, but you can easily adapt it to use it in your classroom with your students. So have fun.
And yeah, so when you go to that bit.ly, I think it's under fun learning
Fun
experiences, right?
learning.
Okay,
Yes.
just click there and you can see our examples. So thanks for listening. Bye.
Bye.